Hello, all my little indigos. We're going to do a collective tarot reading. And one of the big messages I keep getting right now is about like self-forgiveness and self-acceptance. And all about like actualization and realization and coming to terms with your own truth about situations and the part that you played in them, and being more mindful that we are not without fault, right? And that things happen, and it's important to recognize them and the part that we played in them. So I got this card when I was doing a reading earlier, and it's called the Sea Guard. I'm looking at something else. It says Sea Witch, so it's not that one. It's called number 27, the Gardener, and it's a really beautiful card. You can see this woman is like dressed almost like as a building, but is also like a plant, and it's really cool. So this is what it says. We're going to start here, and then we're going to jump in with tarot and oracle. So stick around. All right. It says non-judgment, acceptance, and self-compassion. Standing proud in a lush green garden, a woman holds a growing bulb in her arms. 2 small houses spring from the plant, and her skirt is transformed into a house. She is the gardener of her soul, the caretaker of her home. Her feelings are the flowers of her garden. By taking care of herself, she keeps growing stronger. But sometimes uninvited guests invade the garden, intruders like jealousy and shame. If we recognize these as neither good nor bad, but something to be investigated and accepted, we can treat ourselves with compassion and keep blooming. So for those of us out there that are on this self-healing journey, self-transformation journey, I felt like that was a really big message about recognizing those emotions when they come up within us: shame, blame, regret, disappointment, anger, sadness, whatever those things are. Recognizing them and moving through them so that they don't stop us from moving forward in our own life and from blooming. Because I think, and I'm totally as guilty in all of these scenarios of letting that happen, because sometimes you're in a situation that you're totally triggered and those emotions come up, and then you allow them to stop you. You did that. Right? So being mindful that you take responsibility for where you're at in your life, because that's what you chose to do. And also being mindful that when you do those things like that, you're also impacting the environment around you. You're creating the world around you. So if you feel like your life is in chaos and that it's uncontrollable, it's because you're not controlling yourself and or your emotions. And you're impacting your environment because you don't feel in control. In essence, your environment becomes out of control as well. So just a big kind of revelation I've come to for myself. And I hope that that helps other people as well. So we're going to jump in with the Poesis and do some tarot, and then we'll close with another oracle. I have another really great deck that I want to use today and see what comes out. All right, Spirit, what message do we have for the collective regarding tending to our own garden journey? Right, this is a journey. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint, right? It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Life is a journey. Embrace it. Embrace this journey of life and understand it. Understand that there are shadow and light and dark sides to it, and they are one. They are embracing each other. One more card. Oh, thank you. And Earth. Don't forget to be grounded. right? That's the first thing I heard. Don't forget to be grounded, because you're part of this community. You're part of this world. You're part of this collective. And as you bloom and embrace your journey, so does the collective and those around you. And that if you try to, because of whatever's going on with yourself, you try to disconnect or disassociate yourself from the community, you're in essence abandoning yourself as well. So you're meant to be part of the collective. You're meant to be part of the collective earth journey with others. And you're being asked to really embrace that, because as you heal yourself, you help to heal those around you as well, and can be an example for others of what that looks like, about embracing your own self-truth. And I think that's, in my understanding of all of this, is that one of the reasons people get stuck the most is because they can't embrace their own truth, right? If you can't even look at yourself and tell yourself your own truth, how could you tell other people the truth, right? You can't. And I've been there. I've done that. And I've hurt some people real bad. I'm sorry about that. Don't want to get all upset on the video, but yeah. A lot of realization about like how you impact others because you're not taking care of yourself, or not being your whole healthy self, and you hurt other people because you're hurting. But the silver lining to that is the reverse of that, or the inverse of that, is true as well. Is as you heal and you become whole within yourself, and you share and spread your wholeness, other people see that and become whole as well. And your interactions in life are so much more joyful and peaceful and harmonious. It's amazing. When you can finally accept your own truth, you can be honest and truthful with others, and they will do the same to you. So, okay. This little PSA. Okay. All right. Let's jump in with the tarot real quick. I'm trying to remember what the name of this tarot deck is. Radiant Wild. Yeah, Radiant Wild Atlas. Radiant Wild Atlas. It's all about like personal journeys in life. So I thought this was good. So let's jump in with the tarot. All right, Spirit, clarify this message for the collective. Thank you. Yeah, 5 of Wands. So I love this interpretation of the 5 of Wands, because the traditional interpretation of 5 of Wands is like sparring with other people and creating like conflict. But this deck actually talks about how conflict is healthy, and how it can create something very beautiful. Like for instance, they're creating this really beautiful yoga pyramid, because they're all different, but they're all working together for a collective purpose. And it brings out the sun, right? Like full sun right there, which is full of joy and happiness and abundance and childlike wonder. And you're being asked to embrace the conflict within yourself, within others, and to find where is that common ground where you can build something really beautiful with them and yourself. Why is the support right now? 9 of Cups. The universe is trying to help you recognize that you are your own wish fulfillment, right? 9 of Cups is ultimate emotional fulfillment. And they're asking you to like look in the mirror, right? Look at how beautiful you are. Look at how beautiful the universe is, and all the abundance and possibilities that there are in the world. And to recognize that there are so many things to be grateful for in this lifetime, and that we're meant to really experience this journey and really grow from it, and Part of that is having difficult situations. But how do we move through those situations, and how do we come out? And where can we find the joy in things, and find our own emotional fulfillment when there's conflict? Justice. How's the universe helping you right now? Justice. Now we are walking into a new timeline. And there have been a lot of timeline shifts recently through those eclipses. We've had the new moon and the full moon. We just came out of Mercury retrograde. So we're coming hot into Taurus season now, which is all about like financial stability, abundance, comfort, luxury, like all of those things. The reason that the bull is one of the symbols of the stock exchange is because it's like they're not willing to give up on their comforts. Like they're gonna bull through to that. And we're in that season now where like you're being asked to like use that resilience to bring balance into your life, to bring justice into your life, to bring equilibrium into your life, and to not be so one or the other, but in turn embracing the light and the dark that is part of this journey. Main advice right now for the collective, main advice right now for the collective Hierophant. Yeah. Raise your personal vibration. So whatever that means to you, whatever needs to be done to become whole within yourself so that you can reach a higher level of expansive thinking, a higher level of unconditional love of yourself and others, you're being asked to do that. So if that really means is like sitting with yourself and figuring out what is holding you back. What is that thing? Is it an addiction? Is it past trauma? Is it your self-image? What is it about you that's holding you back from elevating your personal vibration and accepting yourself for who you are and what brings you happiness? And embracing that and understanding that. And the Hierophant is also like a teacher. So you're learning through this situation, through this journey on earth, and embracing it and becoming whole within yourself. And so you elevate your personal vibration, you elevate your ability to unconditionally love others, your ability to see both sides of the story, your ability to embrace the light and the dark as well. Potential outcome, if you do all of this, potential outcome, Spirit, for the collective. Thank you. 10 of Pentacles. Ultimate abundance. Ultimate 3D, like everyday earth abundance, right? And abundance can mean a lot of different things. It doesn't just mean financial abundance. It means inner joy, inner light, inner happiness, inner understanding, patience, calmness, being able to find the beauty in the little things, crying at commercials, right? Like, because they're so like heartfelt, like getting in touch with your emotions, understanding them and embracing them, and not finding them as a weakness. It's going to bring you a lot of stability as well. This is 3D grounded energy. Pentacles are all about the 3D as well. And it's about, you know, coming into your own stability, which creates generational changes, right? So 10 of Pentacles traditionally shows like a family situation. There's usually several generations being notated in the card, but this card is all about self and coming into balance with the self, because you've done the work and now you're going to be rewarded personally because you've personally done your own work. So I really love that. Bottom of the deck is what's going on in the subconscious right now. What's holding you back? 9 of Swords is fear. You're afraid of something, whatever it is, rejection, failure, any of those types of things. And so you're holding out. 3 of Wands. You're like waiting for something to come along that's going to pull you out of this. And guess what? The answer is you. You have to pull you out of this. 7 of Cups, and eliminate the confusion. You are the answer. You are the answer. That Three of Wands, that ship that's coming in that you're waiting for, that's going to come save you, that's you. Only you can save you. Yeah, because it's time to, Eight of Cups, release what's holding you back emotionally, whatever that is, and go on this journey. One more, and Three of Cups. It's going to bring you back into union with yourself emotionally, but also with the community and your friends and your family. And at work, you're going to see a lot more balance in every area of your life. So I love this message. Okay, I'm going to pull from the Threads of Fate Oracle and just get a closing message for the collective regarding embracing our journey. Thank you all for supporting me and this channel. If you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, and follow. If you want a personal reading, all that info is listed in my bio. So, all right, Spirit, final message for the collective. Ooh, we got a few things. All right. So, we got 3. It says the explorer, right? You're on that journey again, exploring, like this is your intellectual and your emotions. The wielding looks a lot like the Two of Swords, which is like persevering, cutting things out of your life. And then love, embracing love, right? So let's see, Spirit, which one do you want us to read? I'm getting the wielding and love, so I guess we're going to do both. Hold on 2 seconds. All right, start with the way it came out. All right, the wielding. Pulling the wielding card indicates a time to connect to the most primal parts of yourself. This may mean that you need to detach a bit from people around you so you can hear the whisper of your deepest knowing without the influence of others. The wielding is raw, empowered, and independent. Many people are intimidated by them because they need little from others and prioritize radical freedom, which can be unsettling as most of society operates within unspoken expectations and contracts. The wielding burns the contract and heads into the woods. Wielding comes to us as an ally when we need to break free of the system that limits us. The wielding within us reminds us that there are times that we will live with the land, when we will walk barefoot, when our lives reminds us of a time when we were in alignment with the natural world. Wielding is a calling for remembrance. A good way to invoke wielding is to dive deeper into our body and hear what it needs from us at our most primal level. So if you've been doing a lot of like soul searching, hermiting, shadow work, things like this is what Spirit's been asking. Like, go within and figure out what is that thing that's holding you back. A balanced wielding prioritizes freedom but remains grounded. They possess an instinct that may not make sense to others but never leads them astray. They are present in their own emotions and needs and will spend time on their own personal development. If you're unbalanced, it says that they prefer a state of chaos, right? Which I was talking about. Like, chaos is ensuing in your life, it's because you're making it. They are avoidant and often use the external for a band-aid of their internal disease, which often means they are constantly moving on to the next thing. What are they moving on to never ends up being what they hoped for, right? So if you're searching for something outside of yourself, you're not going to find it, okay? Love, 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 love. Love to love to love. Love, love, love. Let's see. What page is love on? 97. 97. Okay. Love. This card is an examination, this card is an invitation to examine love in all facets of your life. This is love of self, love of others, your health or not so healthy, boundaries, your presence with others, your relationships with intimacy. If you feel seen and heard, passion, like if you, guys, I messed all that up. Hold on. This is love of self, love of others, your healthy or not so healthy boundaries, your presence with others, your relationship with intimacy, if you feel seen and heard, passion, joy, and total responsibility. This card signals a need to build a better relationship internally, or maybe with a partner, in your business or work life, or even towards a goal or hobby. It could also be a reminder that love is a choice. So there's a lot of questions that are asked here, like, do you actively work on your relationship with yourself? Do you feel like you trust and respect yourself? If you have a partner, do you feel in balance with that relationship? It says our relationship with love in all of its forms is always in motion and in flux. When this card makes itself known to you, it is simply meaning you should spend a day or two witnessing how love lives in your life. So I'm learning a lot about unconditional love and what that actually means. Because I think that word, like many words, gets thrown around and there's no real substance to it. So people are like, oh, unconditionally love. Okay, well, what does that mean? And my understanding of that is, for yourself, unconditionally loving yourself means, gosh, it's a long video, guys. We're at 20 minutes. Unconditional loving of yourself means taking yourself, your whole self, whatever that means, the good, the bad, the ugly, and loving every ounce of that, and respecting every ounce of what that was and when it happened. And not just loving when you're happy, loving when you did something that you're not proud of, and owning that and understanding, why did I do that thing? Why did I do that? And understanding why you did that, and not shaming yourself for doing that, and saying, okay, this is where I was in my life at this point, and I did this thing because I didn't do these things within myself, right? I didn't love myself. I didn't have healthy boundaries. And it's not that those things are bad or good. It's those things freaking happened. And you have to unconditionally love that part of yourself too, because we are human. We are here to learn and grow and make mistakes, or, fall along the way. And that also means loving other people unconditionally and accepting people for where they're at on their journey and not trying to change people. That's the biggest lesson I've learned in the last couple months, is who are you to try to change somebody? No, it's not your job, first of all. And you can't. You literally cannot change anyone else, right? That is a futile effort and a practice in insanity. So loving people for exactly where they're at, being honest about where they're at. If they're doing something that you feel like is maybe unhealthy, mentioning that to them and saying, have you ever thought about this? Do you know why you do this? What's the payout? What's the reward for that? And let them sit on that and simmer on that. Don't judge them for it. If they're hurting or harming themselves, maybe help point it out to them, but they got to figure that out. And your goal is really to still love them through the good, through the bad, and have your own healthy boundaries, not allowing what's going on with them to affect you, and still loving that person for where they're at in their journey. And not saying that you're any better or worse, because you probably have something going on in your life that you need to look at, right? So, somebody told me this the other day and I thought it was awesome. Sweep your own porch. Go on and sweep your own porch, right? That's where you should pay attention to, is your own porch, and how clean is your own porch, and just sweep your own porch and leave everybody else's alone. So anyways, that's the message. Namaste. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.